going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network. This is the X Sports Network.
Efficiency, reliability, accuracy. Move forward with your real estate sale or purchase with Title and Escrow of Lawrence County, the most experienced closing team around. Working with clients locally and throughout the state, we offer a wide range of services, including the expertise of an on-staff attorney, backed by our more than 49 years experience in titles and closings. We get the job done on time at a fair price and ensure every last detail is correct. Our goal is to give you peace of mind. When you work with us, you work with people who live where you do. We understand the importance of the real estate community and strive to build strong relationships with all parties involved in the process. Whether you're buying a home, selling a business, acquiring land, or anything in between, you're in good hands with Title and Escrow of Lawrence County.
Put the most experienced closing team on your side. Contact Title and Escrow of Lawrence County today.
You know, Storing Lee Furniture is not just some huge chain store, but we do have a 144,000 square foot showroom right here in Leoma, Tennessee.
The Story family has worked together in the business now for 55 years.
And a familiar face is here to help you with whatever you need. That's what being a part of the community right here in the Tennessee Valley means. And if you have an issue, we're right here to take care of it. And don't forget free delivery. We invite you to come see us. We're Storing Lee Furniture.
From our humble beginnings to today, Parks Lumber Company has continuously served Lawrence and surrounding counties for over a century. Although we started as a small lumber yard in 1896, we have grown to include everything you need to make your dream project come to life. No matter your building needs, our experienced staff will be with you every step of the way to ensure you receive the highest customer service and attention to detail you deserve. Visit us at 106 2nd Street or on Facebook. We guarantee you will see working with PLC is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
For decades, First Class Charter has provided high-quality motor coach transportation services to the Tennessee Valley. With numerous safety and cleanliness accreditations, First Class Charter is ready to make your group trip a reality. Contact us today by visiting firstclasscharter.net. First Class Charter, the official motor coach company of the North Alabama Lions.
Did you know that Resource MFG, an employee bridge company in Lawrenceburg, is the first and largest national manufacturing staffing company? They work alongside the top plants and facilities in the area to provide you with job opportunities in production, quality, maintenance, supervision, and all levels of management. Resource MFG has positions open right now to meet your needs today and a full staff ready to work with industrial partners to grow opportunities for this generation of workers and the next. Reach out today and start your employment journey with Resource MFG.
Back to school equals back to big savings at Heritage Automotive in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. Score 0% financing on select models and up to $15,000 off MSRP on new 1,500 trucks, over 150 used vehicles, all priced to move and below market value. Need service? Our expert team is ready, and we've got loaner vehicles to keep you moving while we work. Hurry into Heritage Automotive, where the deals are hot and the savings are huge.
Heritage Automotive. Expect more, experience the difference.
A local law firm respected throughout the state. Generations of clients have turned to Boston, Holt, and Durham since 1948. We assist individuals and businesses with their legal needs, including real estate, property closings, personal injury, employment discrimination, and family law. Our clients get the personal attention and convenience of a hometown law firm with the resources and ability to handle any case. Come see us at Boston, Holt, and Durham.
At Murray Regional Health, you'll find the expertise and technology available in larger cities, paired with the personalized and compassionate care you deserve. As the largest health system between Nashville and Huntsville, we have a medical staff of more than 200 physicians across an array of specialties, ranging from primary care to robotic surgery. They lead skilled teams of nurses and other clinical experts that diagnose and treat conditions with advanced technology. Murray Regional Health, where clinical excellence meets compassionate care.
Welcome to the newly remodeled Brass Lantern. For over 30 years, we've been serving delicious food to excellent people. Brass Lantern takes pride in authenticity, serving fresh, homemade food to please any member of the family. From mouth-watering to one-of-a-kind steaks served with gourmet marinade, to salad with our signature honey mustard dressing, specialty fruit tea, drafts, and much more. Our food is always prepared daily. Whether you come in with friends or family, you'll appreciate that fresh is better.
Looking to buy or sell in Lawrence County, Tennessee? At Corbin & Company Realty, we know this place because we live here too. We are locally owned and deeply rooted. We treat you like a neighbor because you are one. Whether you're looking to secure your first home or forever home, trust the team that does local best. Check out our listings like this serene property with a stunning updated interior. This is just one of the many hidden gems we discover for you. Call Corbin & Company Realty today at 931-964-2222.
This is the X Sports Network.
Good morning and welcome into Brentwood High School for the Middle School State Championship Day. We are done with pool play, and we have now moved on to placement in the tournament games. Guthrie, Mason, Kevin Wright here with you. We were with you yesterday. Summertown didn't really have the day they wanted. Did come away with one win, but definitely felt like we could have went a little bit higher than what we did. This game right here, the winner will go on to play the last game's winner for 5th and 6th place in the state, which is no slouch at all. With as many teams are in Tennessee in middle school, it's a pretty awesome thing to finish 5th or 6th for sure. Nothing to not be proud of for sure. We are about to get underway here in just a minute or two. We are playing, this is Wartburg, and they said that's in East Tennessee, over towards Cookville that way. Look like a very good little team. They've got a little height. They've got one girl that probably matches Scout's height, maybe, and then they've got another one that's just slightly shorter than Scout. If you've seen Scout lately, you know, she's probably our tallest one. And then they've got some regular sized girls just like us. They're built a lot like us, which, like Kevin told me, you know, that means nothing actually. It's just about what gets on the floor, but just to paint a picture for you. I think we're about ready here to get underway. Loser goes home. Winner stays on to fight for 5th and 6th in the state. Phoenix Moyer probably had the best day out of our girls yesterday. Was really impressed with her day and how she did. Several others had big highlight plays, but we just couldn't put a run together until late yesterday afternoon. All right, we're ready to get started. Putman's going to start us off as usual. Putman serve, back row. Dugout by Dagley. Now it's just going to be hit over. Free ball by Phillips. Now we'll set up Scout in the middle. She hits one down nicely, but it's dug out by Dagley again. That one's going to fall on Wartburg's side, and that'll be a point for Summertown, starting it off 1-0. Putman back to serve again. That's going to be dug out back row. Now they'll set it up, but it goes the wrong way, so they'll get a free ball. Now Mason from Putman. That's dug out by Dagley again. Now back row takes a swing at it. That is number 10, Attaway, and what a cool last name that is. But she's unable to get it over, and it'll go in the net. So 2-0, Summertown leads. Putman back to serve again, looking for 3 straight. Ball's up, looks good, back row. The libero gets it out. Now they'll take a swing on it from the front row. Does nail, but that's going to go in the net. This is the 4th place team from the other pool. There were 2 pools to start out. Both pools had 4 teams in them. And this is the 4th place. We are the 3rd in our pool. Set up now to the outside. She'll hit that one deep. Caroline Kelly digs it out. Now Putman will send it over to Moyer. Moyer free ball it over. And that one's going to be hit out towards me. And out of bounds off of Wartburg, and that'll be another point Summertown, and Putman's pushing for a stretch right here. She's 4 in a row already. Summertown looking pretty good. Still waiting on us to get some hits going, but we look pretty good so far. That's going to be sent over on the second hit by Nail. Now Moyer picks up where she left off with a great hit, but they're going to dig that one out. Now Putman, now Mason to Moyer. She'll push that over. Then 11. Now they'll set 11 on the outside. That's Morgan. She hits it over. Dug out by Franks. Now Putman to Mason. She'll tip that one over. Jackie comes up. Now Franks wisely sends that one over. Now they'll set it up in the middle for Nail. And that got away with a double there. Dagley there. Now they'll set up on the outside. She's going to hit that one long. That is, I believe, Morgan, but I can't see her number from here. It went long over the head of Caroline Kelly, out of bounds. 5-0 Summertown. Back row, dug out. Now hit over by 4. That's Phillips on the front row. Putman's going to back set it to Franks, who wisely pushes it over. Set was a little low. Carden did her normal jump set. Got away with a double and a carry there. Now Mason will send it over. Miscommunication on the back row by Wartburg, and that one's going to fall to the ground. And that'll be a 6-0 lead for Summertown. Wartburg's going to take their first time out. We'll take it with them. You're listening to Middle School Volleyball on the X Sports Network.
Since opening our doors in 1904, Builtwell Bank has existed to be the local economic engine for the communities we serve. No matter if you're buying a car, saving for retirement, or finally buying that forever home, Builtwell Bank is here to help. From personal checking and savings accounts to a full suite of business and commercial banking with treasury management services, we'll make sure you'll have a dedicated Builtwell banker that understands your unique needs and stands by you every step of the way. No matter where you are in Tennessee or Northwest Georgia, there's likely a Builtwell Bank location nearby. Come see us and let our dedicated financial team help you with all of your banking needs. Member FDIC.
All right, back here in Brentwood, where Summertown is up 6-0 over Wartburg. And Carden Putman back to serve again on a 6-0 run right now. Looking for 7 straight. Congratulations to the Summertown football boys. They finished runner-up last night in their tournament. I know that they wanted to win it all, but runner-up's no slouch either. That's going to be sent pushed back row by number 4, Phillips, for a Wartburg point, and they'll get on the board 6-1. Phillips will go back to serve. She hits that one back row. Jackie passes up to Putman. Putman jump serve. Tipped by Frank. Stays out of the net. And they're going to send that over almost accidentally, it seemed, and fell on our side. One of those weird balls that go over and you don't know which side it's going to fall on, and that'll be a Wartburg point. Kelly digs it out to Putman now. Putman to Mason. Mason tips it. A little bit close to the net. She tipped it left-handed and gets the kill. Her first. Now back to serve is Phoenix Moyer. Serve is up. Back row and long. Out of bounds. All right, back to serve now for Wartburg. Trailing 7-3 is number 8, Melton. Melton serve is a good one. Back row over Kelly's head. She jumped, almost touched it, and then let it go wisely. Nice job, Caroline Kelly. Back to serve is Mason for Summertown. Serve is up. It's a good one. Back row. That's the libero. Pops that one up. Now they'll just send over a free ball. That was Mathis who sent that over. Now Jackie's going to put a swing on it. It is blocked at the net, but falls on Wartburg's side. That'll be a kill for Jackie. That was a really nice block there by number 11, Morgan, for Wartburg. She was just a little far off the net. It fell in front of her. Mason served good, back row. Now they'll set it up to the outside. Tipped, and that's not going to make it over. Good effort. They set it up well on the outside, but she went up to push it over and just couldn't get it high enough. And Mason will go back to serve again. Summertown up 10-4. Mason, great serve. Short die right there. Number 4 sends it over Phillips. Now they'll set up. Putman to Franks. Franks is going to swing at it, but hit the top of the net, and that'll fall for a Wartburg point. Caught it a little low. The blocker was there. She needed to be up even a little bit higher because the blocker had 2 hands up there as well. 10-5 now. Back to serve is Morgan. Now Putman chases down that pass. Kelly will send over the free ball. Morgan's there. Now they'll set it up to the outside. Good swing there by Wartburg, and now on the outside, Jackie will free ball it over. That's going to be pushed by 19 Hall. Putman back set, and nobody knows who's supposed to hit that one, so they let it fall. Franks and Howell couldn't decide who wanted to hit the ball, and they just let that fall. Morgan is going to hit that one long and out of bounds. So Morgan will go out. The libero, number 9, Morgan will come back in. We've got a couple Morgans and a couple of Dagleys. I said the Dagleys are cousins, but the Morgans aren't related. So back to serve is Lex, who just entered the game. Number 8, Melton digs that out. And now Hall will send it over. But she's going to send it wide right and out of bounds. Summertown leads 12-6. Back to serve is Lex again, looking to get on a run here. Serve is a beast, right on the back line for an ace for Lexi. 13-6 now. Summertown up by 7. And Lex will swing again. Ball's up, right over the net, great serve. They'll try to tip it. Ava Howe gets a piece of that. She'll get the block at the net on number 10, Attaway. And that'll be Ava Howe's first block of the game. She had several yesterday. Lexi serve. Up. Back row. Phillips. Battle at the net. And guess what? That's Ava Howe again for a block. That time she moved from the middle to the outside on my left to block number 8 Melton on the line. Lex serves again. Good serve. That's going to go off the chest to the back row. Phillips, and that'll be an ace for Lexi, her third. 16-6 now, Summertown leads. Lex will keep it going here. We like these longer runs of points here. Lex, back row, and that is going to be long and out of bounds. She came in, did her job from serving. 16-7 now, back to service Hall for Wartburg. We're in the auxiliary gym today, I think, for every game, which is it's kind of like their practice gym, a little bit smaller. Moyer is going to dig that out. Now Putman sends it up high and over Ava Howe's head. She can't get to it to hit it, so it'll just go out of bounds. Be a point Wartburg. 16-8 now. Summertown up by 8. Back to service Hall again. Hall's going to send that one. Caroline Kelly's there. Passes up to Putman. Putman to Howe. Howe hits it back to Hall. Digs out. Now they're going to send it over to I can't see that girl's number for the life of me. Now Putman's going to set up Jackie on the outside. She'll hit that one down, but it's dug out. Now they'll send it for the hit on the outside again. Now Moyer digs that out. Putman will set it up to the outside of Jackie again. She hits that one down, dug out, and they'll send over the free ball. Kelly's there. Putman to Jackie again now in the middle. Hall digs that out. We're going to get a whistle. And we're going to think we're going to call Wartburg in the net. Yes, that is correct. So that'll be a Summertown point. And they said 10 was in the net. I'm trying to catch that girl's number. I know there's Attaway up there and then 13 or 8 over there. That's Jackie serving, dug out nicely by Dagley. That's going to be hit back row from the libero. Very good swing, but we dig it out. Now Moyer will send that over. Tipped and hit the line for a Moyer kill on the outside. 19-8 now. It was tipped at the line. And Phoenix didn't really jump high on that one. She kind of just floated up a little. Jackie serves on the way. It's a good one. A dart dug out by the back row. Now that's going to be hit on the outside. Putman gets a fist on it. Pops it up to Kelly. Kelly now to Moyer. Moyer send that one back row out of bounds. Sent the free ball over, but it was long. 18-9 now. Back to serve is the outside hitter Attaway. Her serve is up and good. Kelly digs that out. Now Putman to the outside to Moyer, who puts a good swing on it, hits the top of the net. Attaway digs it out, and then some miscommunication there between a couple girls for Wartburg, and that's going to go flying out of bounds on the right side towards the score table. That'll be a Summertown point. 19-9 now. First set. Kelly serves. Back row. Dagley digs that out, and then they try to set it up to the outside to number 12, Dagley, but she couldn't get that one over. 12 is Brayley Dagley. Kelly back to serve again. Serve is up. Would have been close to out of bounds, but they bring it in. Too close to let it go. Now free ball. Mason. Putman. Mason. Tip. Dug out nicely by Dagley. And then they'll send it over, and 13 will get in action. Mathis, she'll hit one down. Moyer comes across and gets a huge swing on one, but it's blocked at the net by 13. Great defensive play. They'll save that. That's going to be out of bounds. Must have been really close because the coach is saying it was close. The down ref is not even looking. So that'll be a Summertown point. And I can't tell you how big of a block that was by 13. Mathis, that was an awesome play. Good swing by Moyer. Just got blocked at the net. It was super nice. So Mathis will go back to serve now for Wartburg. Serve is up. Jackie. Moyer. Now Lex will send the free ball over. Just not getting a pass set and hit his Summertown. Mason digs that off top of the net. Now Putman to Moyer. Tipped. Dug out. By number 4, dug that out, and then they hit it up, and then there was a miscommunication again. I think Phillips thought somebody else was going to hit it. Nobody did. 22-10 now. Summertown trying to close this out 3 away, and we've made our full rotation as Putman's back to serve. Ball's up. Good serve, back row. That's Dagley. Now they're going to set up, but send it over, and Mason's there for the block and the kill. Summertown point, 23-10 now, 2 away. Winner goes on to play the winner of our last game. That's going to be an ace from Putman as she sends that one back row. And Melton can't handle it. Or no, that's not Melton, sorry. Attaway can't handle it. And that'll be an ace for Carden Putman. 1 away now, 24-10. Putman looking to close us out here in the first set. Ball's up. Back row. Libero digs that out. Now they'll send it over, and now it's going to be a free ball. Like them to see him use this one here. Mason hits it, goes off the top of the net, but hits the floor for a Summertown point and a Summertown first win of the first set. So 25-10, your first score. We'll be back for the second set after this. You're listening to Middle School Volleyball on the X Sports Network.
There's a reason owners Tyler and Cindy McDowell chose the name In Service for their towing business. They did because it's their goal to be in service for you on the day that you need them the most. In-Service Towing is now known far and wide for their response time because minutes matter when you're broken down, or their 24/7 availability. You can call them anytime for service. Their professional team with years of experience and their fairness, plus their know-how in dealing with the unexpected. But the thing that In-Service is known best for is how they treat their customers, and that's like family. When you need them, call them 931-843-9098.
The storm doesn't ask. It takes. It tests. It pushes everything to its limit. Some things are built different. Some things are built to last. Tested by the elements. Proven by time. Engineered for whatever comes next. Summertown Metals. Strength in every storm. Building dreams that last.
Make your lawn a legacy. At Legacy Lawn and Landscapes, we put more than 16 years of experience into your goals. We won't meet your expectations, we'll exceed them. We offer consultation, installation, maintenance, hardscapes, construction, and land clearing services. Owner John and Jamie Brewer with their team are dedicated to providing the highest quality landscape services to commercial and residential clients in Middle Tennessee. Service, teamwork, results. That's how you leave a legacy.
This is the X Sports Network.
For Phillips. All right, back here in Brentwood at Brentwood High School. We are in their auxiliary gym where Summertown's taking the first set 25-10 over Wartburg. Loser goes home here. Winner goes on to face Saudi Daisy, who was the winner of third place out of the other pool. So there was a Pool A, Pool B, 4 teams in each. I do have marked down who's what in what pool. And a little fun fact as they're getting lineups under the way there. So I'll give you all the teams that were in it, all 8. To start the state tournament with Charlotte, Middle, Saudi Daisy, Northview, Wartburg, West Green, Bellevue, Summertown, and Memphis, which I call Memphis. It's the university or middle at Memphis. So it looks like Charlotte and West Green are the 2 unbeatens. We beat Charlotte earlier in their year, so we could very well be there as we get underway on this second set. Number 4, Phillips gets us underway, and we're going to start off with a hit from Scout off the set from Putman, and that'll be a kill for Scout Mason and a point for Summertown. Her 4th of the game. She should have about 12. Putman back to serve now for Summertown. Again, winner plays Saudi Daisy to be placed 5th or 6th. That's going to be a good serve by Putman. Sent out the back wall, but they save it, and the libero, 9, Morgan, gets it over somehow. Mason tips that one down, but they dig it out again. Now they'll send it to the outside to Morgan. Putman to Moyer. Hammer down, hit, and what a block by Hamby. But it's going to get over and down for Phoenix Moyer anyway, but that was a heck of a block by the young lady Hamby for Wartburg. Moyer just hit it hard enough to get it through her. Putman, front row, good serve. And they hit that one in the net. That'll be an ace for Carden and a point for Summertown. Putman back to serve again. 3-0 Summertown. Back row. Nice play there by Morgan. Now we'll get a hit on the outside. That's going to go wide right. Off of Hall and out of bounds. 4-0 now. Good set, good swing. Just went high and far right. Putman serve is another good one. It's a floater. Now they'll set it up to the middle. They'll double that one over. It does Morgan. Now we'll set the outside to Moyer, and she hits that one down with some authority, and that'll be a kill for Phoenix Moyer and a point for Summertown. Her and Scout both are hitting. When they're hitting the ball, they're hitting it well, but it's hitting the top of the net. Both of them are hitting the very top of the net. Need to get it up just about 2 inches. Putman, another good serve. Back row, now they'll get a set over to Hamby. Now Putman to Mason on the back set. She'll hit that one over. Dug out, back row, now they'll set up it on the outside. And it's going to be sent long by Morgan and out of bounds. That'll be a Summertown point. 6-0 now. Summertown leads. Back to serve again is Putman. Putman's serve is up. And that's going to fall right in front of Morgan, the libero, for an ace for Putman and a point for Summertown. We'll get a sub for Summertown as Miss Brielle comes in for Franks. And Putman will go back to serve again, leading 7-0. Serves back row, right to the libero again, Melton. Now they'll send over the free ball, does Morgan. Now Moyer gets a swing on it. And the libero's there again. That'll be a block at the net by Scout, but it gets over, but she digs it out. Now Moyer hits that one down with some authority, but they dig it out again. Putman to Moyer again. She's going to swing on that one, and that's going to go flying out the back. Out of bounds. And we'll get a sub for Wartburg, who the score should be 8-1 now. That ball was set long. Oh, they say she was in the net or tipped it. Sorry. So that will be a point. Summertown, she was in the net. 8-0 now. I didn't see the down judge give a signal there. Now 44, Hamby's going to send it over. Now Mason to Moyer. She'll tip that one over. And almost a miscommunication there, but Phillips digs it out. And Morgan tries to send it over. That's going to be on the net. That'll be a point for Summertown. 9-0 now. Caroline was cheering on the last point when everybody else was looking around like we lost the point. Caroline was the only one who knew that the judge had called something and we'd won the point. Putman back to serve. She's got 9 in a row now, trying to get to double digits. 44, Hamby sends that over. Now Mason to Putman. Putman to the outside to Moyer. She back foots that one, was leaning back and tried to swing anyway from her feet, and that goes in the net for a Wartburg point. So 9-1 now as Carden reeled off our first 9 in a row. Back to serve for Wartburg is number 8, Melton. And that's going to be an ace for Melton off of Caroline Kelly, and it'll go against the back wall. Nice serve there by Melton. 9-2 now. Summertown leads by 7. Melton, another good serve. Brielle on the outside. I thought she was fixing to put the hammer down. Now they'll send it to the outside. We'll dig it out. Now Brielle to Mason. Mason will tip that over. Now Wartburg's going to try to hit that on the outside with Hall, and that's going to go in the net. A little out of sorts there, as was Summertown. Thought they were trying to get Brielle a hit on the outside there. She was coming around as if she was fixing to take a swing, but the set was a little bit off, so she didn't get to. Or her body wasn't ready for it. Going to get a call here. Rotation against Wartburg. That'll be another point for Summertown as Moyer will go back to serve again. Now they're going to now they're going to say Summertown's gets whistled for rotation, and that'll be a point for Wartburg. I don't know if that was 2 points back-to-back off of rotation serves. It's 10-3 now. Now they'll whistle her to send it across. You can't move until the ball is hit. I do know that. 11, that serve by Morgan was long and out the back. 11-3 now. So girls they have to start in their spots, and they can't move to a different spot until the ball's hit. If you move early, then they'll call rotation. If I'm wrong on that, I'm sure my wife will tell me later. Mason hits that one right into the net on her serve. 11-4 now. Back to serve for Wartburg is number 10, Attaway. And she's going to repay the favor and send that one in the net as well. Sorry, that was number 9, Morgan. They look a lot alike. We're going to get a timeout by Summertown, leading 12-4. We'll take it with them. You're listening to Middle School Volleyball on the X Sports Network.
Some things just never go out of style, like craftsmanship you can trust. Since 1902, H.B. Brink & Company has been building more than homes. They've built trust. Locally owned and operated in Lawrence County, Tennessee for over a century, spanning 3 generations, extending their craft to surrounding counties, providing lumber, millwork, tools, and materials that stand the test of time. From custom homes to weekend DIY projects, if you need it, they've got it. Stop by 134 Depot Street in Lawrenceburg or give them a call today.
This is the X Sports Network.
All right, back here in Brentwood at Brentwood High, where Summertown's leading in the second set 12-4 over Wartburg, the East Tennessee middle school team here. There's a couple from each part of Tennessee. We've got a couple Memphis, or at least one Memphis here. We got a couple that told me yesterday they were from East Tennessee, some not as far as Cookeville, some as far as Cookeville. So good representation here from girls volleyball. And that's Brielle who just served, and she almost hit the back wall with that one. I think she got a little bit excited. Bless her. I love her. I love that kid. Brielle's an awesome, awesome kid. Back to serve now for Wartburg, who trails 12-5, is number 10, Attaway. Now Putman's going to get that over, and Howell will send that over underhanded. Now they'll set the outside, and Hall sends over the free ball. Too many free balls. Putman to Dollar, who entered the game sneakingly. Nice hit there by Macy Dollar. Now Moyer to Putman. Dollar again with a really good hit, and that'll be a down for the kill for Macy Dollar. 13-5. Nice swing there by Macy. Back to serve is Macy Dollar. Sends it back row. Libero's there. Morgan digs it out. Now they'll set up 13. Mathis on the outside, and that's going to fall for a Mathis kill. Kind of hit a little spot there. We couldn't get to it. And then we'll get a little bit or sub here as 11 comes back in. Morgan as the libero goes out. So serving now is tall young lady for sure. And number 8, Melton. Or is that 8 or 13? Goodness, I can't see him. Mathis. Putman sends a free ball over. Dagley's there. Now we'll get a hit in the middle by Hall, and that's a point. She got it by Ava Howell there at the net, and that'll be a kill for Mathis. Or for Hall, and that's a point for Wartburg. 13-7. Mathis back to serve again. Ball's up. Good serve. Jackie digs that out. Now Putman to Howell, and Howell tips that one in to the net. That'll be a point for Wartburg, who's pushing back now. I think they put it's 13-8 what it says on the scoreboard. Brielle's there. Putman to Brielle. She'll push that one over. Howell there at the net, tips that one down, but it's dug out. Now sent over as a free ball. Phillips. Putman outside. Moyer swings on it. Dug out nicely by 12 Dagley. And now Jackie's going to come over, and that one be pushed in the net by Jackie and fall to the ground as Putman tried her best to dig it out of the net. 13-9 now. Summertown leads by 4. This was our common theme yesterday. Get up early and then get stuck. and can't get out of the rotation. So that one's going to be hit off the back and hit the basketball goal, and Jackie's unable to save it and keep it in place. So that'll be a point for Wartburg as Mathis is on a roll here, trailing 13-10, and that's an ace for Mathis. Hit left side right in front of Jackie, and Jackie couldn't get a hold of it, so Summertown's going to call a timeout. We'll take it with them. You're listening to Middle School Volleyball on the X Sports Network.
Got primary care? Find your way to better health with primary care by One Stop Medical. With decades of combined experience, you'll find a one-on-one relationship just like the old days, but with the convenience and technology of today. When One Stop Medical does primary care, it's the best. Call today for an appointment and find your way to healthy living. Serving Lawrenceburg, Pulaski, and Hohenwald. Phone 931-244-8220. Primary care by One Stop Medical at its best.
This is the X Sports Network.
Back here in Brentwood at Brentwood High, where Summertown now only leads by 2 points, 13-11, as they've had a bit of a come apart here. Struggling to get the ball back over and get a point down. So the rotation will move on. Keep it moving. Mathis back to serve. She's got several straight here, including a couple aces. Mathis over, good serve. Kelly digs it out. Putman now to the outside to Moyer. Good swing, but that's going to go in the net, and that'll be a Wartburg point. They are within one now, 13-12. Summertown struggles continue. Mathis. Good serve. Moyer, all she can do is get a hand up, and that's going to go in the net off of Moyer, and that'll be a point for Wartburg as they've tied it up at 13 off of the serves of Mathis. It's just a normal serve. We're just not getting it back over. Hoffman, Putman, outside Moyer. Moyer's going to hit that way low on the net, almost midway. I think it surprised her so much she looked at her hand. It's a really good set, but just couldn't get a hit on it. So that will give Wartburg the lead. Mathis serves over, Kelly to Putman. And Putman will set that over. They're going to call Summertown in the net. Brielle, I think. If not, I'm sorry. It was Brielle or Carden. I saw a 2. That's all I saw. Could have been Ava Howe, too. I'm not sure. She only held up one hand there. Serve off of Brielle's fingertips. Kelly will keep that in. Ava will send over the free ball. Nice job there to keep it going. Now sent over as a free ball by Morgan. Now they'll set up Howe. She'll tip it to the left and finally get on point and get out the rotation. 14-15. Summertown trails and Mason comes back in. Back to serve now is Caroline Kelly. And she'll let that one float. Get a redo there. Ball's up. Good serve. Back row. That's hit up in the air by Attaway. Nobody's there to get it. Miscommunication again by Wartburg as they looked at it but didn't go get it. That'll be a point for Summertown as they tie it back up now. Kelly to serve again. That's going to go right off the top of the net. Great serve there from Caroline Kelly. Wartburg's going to try to save it, but it takes 3 and they can't get it there, so that's point Summertown. Nice serve by Caroline Kelly there. She'll go back to serve again. Summertown now up by 1. Ball's up, and that's going to be in the net. 16-16 now, all tied up. Wartburg will get a sub coming in here from is Hall. And back to serve for Wartburg is number 4, Phillips. And she's going to serve an ace. Jackie can't get to it. It'll hit right in front of her. And that'll be a Phillips ace. Wartburg point. 17-16 now. They're up 1 over Summertown. Kelly's there. Can't get it all the way, so Summertown gets a break there as Kelly hits it. And it's going to come softly off of her about 4 feet. Jackie helped Putman because she couldn't get there to it, and then Jackie hit it up, and it just squeezed over the net. She was trying to pass it up, I think, and just got lucky and went over the net. Putman served. That's an ace for Carden Putman, right off the fingertips of Hall and out of bounds. 18-17, now Summertown leads. Off the ace of Putman. Another serve by Putman. This is going to be popped straight up. Now they'll send it over. Free ball, Kelly. Putman, jump set. Mason, left-handed tip down. It went over her right hand, so she caught it with her left. Nice job there. Now Putman sets up Moyer. Moyer swings on that one. They get a piece of it at the line, but it's going to be out of bounds off their hands. So point Summertown, kill for Phoenix Moyer. She hit that one well. She had got in a little rut there for a second, but she come out of it there nicely. Putman serve, up by 2. Back row now hit over to the outside. Hall will take a swing at it, but that's going to go wide right and out of bounds. And Wartburg's going to want a timeout as Summertown's up by 3. We'll take it with them. You're listening to Middle School Volleyball on the X Sports Network.
Hey folks, you'll never guess where I'm at today. That's right, I'm at my Quick Mart store. Starting off with a fresh cup of coffee, and guess what's next? The biscuit. That was quick and easy, and I'm ready to start my day. Head on over to your favorite Quick Mart store and start your day out right.
This is the X Sports Network.
Back here in Brentwood, where Carden Putman has put us up by 3, and we are on the back stretch, 20-17 now, and Putman's going to continue to serve. And she hits that one about 2 inches too low, and it's going to hit the net. That'll be a point Wartburg, but more importantly for Wartburg, it gets Putman out of the server spot. They break the point and get a rotation. So back to serve now is number 8, Melton, and they're going to, they're going to give the point. She stepped on the line as she served here. I was hoping the referee saw it. I hate that for her. I hate that for any kid. That's the worst way to lose a point. So Moyer will go back to serve, up 21-18 now. 4 away from closing it out. Wartburg needs to win this one to push a third. That's going to be dug out back row by Phillips. Now they'll give a good little swing to number 10, Attaway, and now Jackie will get a tip on it on our side. Mason's going to jump in and knock that one down for the kill over Jackie, and she'll hit it left-handed. I'm starting to wonder if she is left-handed. So that'll be a point for Summertown, 22-18 off the kill of Mason. Moyer back to serve again. Need to get it over and in the lines. 3 away now. Ball's a good serve, dug out back row by the libero. That's going to hit the ceiling and be dug out by Hall. Putman's going to set up Jackie. She'll hit that one down nicely. Dug out by Morgan. Now sent over by Hall. Now Putman to Jackie. She'll just have to punch that one over. Then Hall, they're going to get her for being in the net. Yep, Hall tried to stay out. That'll be a point Summertown, 23-18. Hall did the best she could to stay out of it. She had the set was close to it. She just tried to put a knuckle on it. I thought she stayed out of it, but I think they got her for stepping over the line. So back, Moyer 2 away now, 23-18. Summertown leads. They did win the first set. This would close it out. Moyer, back row, good serve. Now set up on the outside to Attaway. Now Putman will send it to Jackie. And Jackie hits that one low in the net. Wartburg will pick up another point, 23-19. Good serve, or good pass, good set. We just couldn't get the swing we wanted on it. Now back to serve. This is, I think, the young lady who had several a minute ago. That's going to hit backwards. Moyer saves it, and then Frank sends it over. Nice job there. Now they'll get another swing on the outside is Attaway. Frank sets that up, but it's a set that goes straight up, so Jackie has to run and get under it and swing on it, and she just hits it straight in the net. 23-20 now. Wartburg within 3. Summertown struggling to close it out. That's going to be short, dug out by Moyer. Now Jackie gets a swing on it. Good hit. Dug out, passed over now by Wartburg. That was Moyer. Now Putman to Jackie again. She'll hit that one down. Dug out nicely and kept in play by Hall. Now sent over. Nice job there by Wartburg. Putman to Mason. Putman to Mason again. She's going to hit that one out the back. Out of bounds. That'll be a point, Wartburg. 23-21 now. The first one she should have killed down. She had 2 sets there. And the second one she took the swing at. But the first one was prime location to swing on. Putman chases that down. Now they'll send over the free ball as we can't get a pass up right now. Mason comes across the line to tip it down for a kill. 24-21 now. Nice job by Mason to read the ball. She came from middle over, and she'll go back now to serve to try to close this game out. Mason serves. Good. Back row. Dug out by Libero. Now set up by Hall to the outside, who will just send over the free ball. Moyer. Putman. Back set to Franks. And that's a beautiful hit by Lakin Franks. Great set by Putman, and that will do it, as Summertown's going to go on to beat Wartburg in 2 sets and will go on to play for 5th and 6th place. That game will be at 2:40 or 2:30. I think, yep, 2:30, which we ought to be getting close to that. Might have a little. Is it now or is there a break? Oh, 2 hours. Okay. Yeah, we're not that close to it. So we'll be back at 2:30, where Summertown will play Stoddy Daisy, and that will be for the 5th place spot, I guess the way you'd say it. And yep, so that's as high as we'll go. Then the bracket starts. The actual bracket starts at 1 o'clock here today, too. We will be in the Consolation gym, which is the auxiliary gym. Or is the bracket start at 11 or is it 1? Okay, yeah, bracket play, the main bracket, the 4 top teams starts at 1. So a state champion will be crowned today. It won't be Summertown, but that's all right. We're pretty proud of our girls. They've had a good season so far, and we've got one more to go to close it out for the year. So we'll be back at 2:30 to carry that game for you. Guthrie, Mason, Kevin Wright. Again, you've been listening to Middle School Volleyball on the X Sports Network.
This is the X Sports Network.